Yeah, I remember everybody's birthday. I'm really good at remembering things about people.
Pick a better hobby.
Other than knowing intimate things about my friends?
Yeah. I don't know, you could do anything. Writing, performing, photography, music. Like, you can do anything. Like, there's so many options. But you want to go, hey, remember that thing you said 9 years ago? I still remember that. Good stuff. Like, it wasn't. I was in a moment of vulnerability there. You just want to hold this thing over me like some fucking death trap. Like, get off, move on. God damn it.
Absolutely not. I like to remind people of
their vulnerability. That's stupid. Yeah. You can't hold people's vulnerability hostage. That's a terrorist. You gotta move on. You're an emotional terrorist. You should be stopped at all costs.
Thank you. I've never been called a terrorist, and I gotta say, it feels pretty good.
Does it?
Yeah.
What sort of power does that give you?
I'm held up there with all the best terrorists.
I didn't say you were a good terrorist. I just said you are one.
Look, last week I was, Farm League psychopath. This week I'm Farm League terrorist.
Okay. Moving up the ladder of unpleasurable people to be around. Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess terrorist. You'd have to be a psycho. Well, I guess you don't have to be a psychopath.
Usually terrorism is some sort of ideology behind it. Like, why do you do it? Like, that's the question. Figure out your manifesto, post it, and then now we're talking.
I just think it's hilarious.
So you might be a psychopath. Like, I think you're there. Like, you just want to do it just to do it. You don't even want to do it for a malicious purpose. You don't want to understand people. You just...
Look, it's,
Yeah, you're a psychopath.
There's so many ways that you can tear somebody's soul down. And instead of doing that, I just remind them of their own actions. I didn't do this. You did it to yourself.
So you're punishing people for trying to be friends with you. And that's insane. That is absurd.
I mean, yeah.
And people wonder why I don't know much about you. Yeah, it's Kevin's fault. I can't trust anybody now.
No, you were like this before.
I can't trust anybody now.
Then you started to trust somebody. Me. And I used it against you. It's fine.
No, it's not fine.
It's fine for me.
Which isn't fine for humanity, I'm just saying. Just letting you know. You're making worse people out of the world just by knowing you.
I'm not going to lie, I do feel a sense of accomplishment when you say things like this to me.
Maybe this should be the Valentine's Day episode, just this portion of it. How Kevin manipulates you. It forces you to be a worse human being.
Look, it's only manipulation if you figure out that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
All right, well, who's the true psychopath? Me or the person that still remains friends with me after all this shit?
That's weird. That's crazy. So now I have that in the back of my head every time I talk. And it's like, do I want to tell him this? The answer is no. Because I know in 4 or 5 years, it's going to come out in some weird way. And I don't want to deal with it. It's fine.
That's,
It's less fun for everyone. Yeah, that's what it is.
Look, the less fun everybody else is having, the more fun I'm having.
Again, you're a terrorist. Like, you get the definition.
Well, I thank you for continuing to be friends with me.
It's friends with conditions at this point. It's fine. I get it.
I get it. Yeah. You have to wear you're like, oh, I can hang out with Kevin, but I have to wear my emotional shin guards.
Nah. It's more like I have to think a little more when I'm talking.
You have to be precise. See, I'm just helping you. I'm helping you be more precise with your words.
You're helping people be guarded is what you're doing. And believe it or not, most people don't like talking to guarded people. It's a less fun conversation. Because it's like, oh, you're talking. Depending on how much that other person talks, it's like, oh man, he really doesn't say anything about himself. I wonder why that is. I can give you the guy's number if you want to understand what I'm dealing with.